If you're like me and you're a massive fan of all things survival gaming, make sure you come and join the Survival Gaming Discord. You'll find a link to it in the description below. Come here, chat about survival games, find some new friends to play those survival games with, or you've just come across a brand new survival game that you think others need to know about. In short, it's the one Discord you want to be part of for all things survival gaming. Hey guys, 𝙮𝙬𝙪'𝙧𝙚 here, and today I'm finally back with another video. And in this one, we're going to be taking a look at a game that released the beginning of last year, and I actually covered it extensively when I started uploading survival gaming videos, and that is Deadside. So when this released, it was very promising, and from what I saw before it released, and what we were promised once it was released, is that this could be a game that would make a big name for itself within the survival gaming genre. And this video, we're going to be taking a look back on it and sort of what direction it's gone and how it's improved, or maybe not quite as improved as we had hoped. But alright, let's start with when I last checked out this game, and that was, according to my last Deadside video, 8 months ago. Since then, Deadside has received 3 large-ish updates, and some of them have included new areas, including a bunker, some weapons, weapon skins, a new hit detection system, as well as bug fixes and more minor additions. But up until now, there hasn't really been a huge amount to pull me back, until we had news of an upcoming update that was announced towards the end of April, and that update is 0.1.2. And this could be the game-changing update that, in my opinion, the game has needed. Although there is no real release date for update 0.1.2, they have published a blog post type asset with more details set to be revealed on each feature very soon. So let's have a quick look at that blog post and see what is coming in this, I guess, game-changing update. So first up, there's going to be some new skins, and these are weapon skins as well as what sounds like outfit skins. There'll be new ways to obtain them, as well as the option to create your own in the future. And the create your own feature isn't set to be released in 0.1.2, but they do mention it here. Now, a more of a controversial feature that's coming is, in my opinion, is something called the Steam Terminal. And this is to allow you to transfer your items between servers and even trade some of them, such as item skins. We've developed a special Steam terminal which will allow you to move game items from your in-game inventory to your Steam inventory and the other way around. Of course, such operations will not be free and will require a special game currency, which is not so easy to get. At first, only skin trading will be available, so think of something, I guess, like CSGO. And after we make sure that this system doesn't have any exploits and doesn't break the economy, then we'll start to expand the list of items available for trading. So like I said, this is more of a controversial feature and I'm not too sure on it. I'm not the biggest fan of this on paper, as I worry it could lead to some sort of pay to win aspects. But if it does just stay to skins, I'm sure there's going to be a market for it and players will enjoy the feature. I mean, everyone loves to show off their expensive skins, right? But if it doesn't affect the game, then there's going to be no issue here. It's when you start being able to trade AKs and Barrett 50 cals and stuff, it could get a little bit weird, especially if you have somebody that buys the game straight away, buys a few weapons off the marketplace, you go into the game and you either kill somebody or you lose all of those weapons. Like, what exactly does that feature bring? It's something we're going to have to see how it plays out, and especially how it's implemented with this update. But moving on from the option of buying weapons and skins and all sorts, they are adding a whole bunch of new items. A lot of this is being shown on your screen. It's going to include new military suits, a ghillie suit, the game's first ghillie suit actually, a new combat helmet, new balaclavas, new weapons including the FN Scar and the FAMAS, many modules for weapon modifications, so extended magazines, muzzle brakes, silencers, sights, you name it, some explosives, trip wires and radio controlled explosive devices, which will also be used within base raids. We'll talk about base raiding in a minute. A compass to help players coordinate their firing while playing in a squad. So a whole bunch of new items there, and I'm sure that's not going to be it. They always seem to be adding new items, and I'm sure there'll be more than that being added in this update. Now, a new activity for those PvE fans, well, although this is going to include PvP as well. This activity is called Convoy. You can probably guess what it's going to include, but let's break it down a little bit. A special forces unit will appear on the map periodically, traveling different routes. These dangerous groups headed by the commander will carry a special container, and it is your job to intercept that cargo, destroy the squad, and receive your award by delivering the container to a certain point on the map. Although that sounds simple, it definitely isn't. You'll kill bots and deliver a container, but the slight caveat to that is once you're carrying this container to the certain location on your map, that container is going to be visible to everyone, so you're going to get hunted down for it. And if you do get hunted down for it, somebody else can pick up that container and then deliver it themselves, but of course whilst they're carrying the container, they're going to be visible. So it sounds exciting. I'm sure the reward for completing this activity is going to be pretty decent, but it sounds like it could get a little bit hellish with the constant carrying, picking up, dropping, dying, rinse and repeat. But that was the new PvE PvP activity called Convoy. I spoke about explosives for base raiding. Well, that's what we're going to touch on now. This seems like it's going to be a really complex system and it's still very work in progress, so I'm going to kind of breeze over it a little bit more. And if you'd like a more detailed version on how base raiding is going to work in Deadside, then do let me know. But base raiding will finally be arriving in this update, and that includes features like having your team being able to build and manage your base and being able to respawn at your base. To raid someone else's base, you'll need to gather explosive items, and by the sounds of it, that's not going to be easy to do. But there is going to be a lot included in the base raiding feature. It sounds like they're going to do something completely different to what we've seen in other survival games, as well as some semi-online base raiding only features. But like I said, that's a lot in this and it could be a video on its own, so let me know if that's something you want to see. Now finally, the most exciting part of this update is going to be the map expansion. The map expansion is going to contain new areas to explore, loot, and fight in, and it's going to be to the south of the current map, and it's going to be quite a large area. Included in the map expansion will be new assets and buildings that you wouldn't have seen before, including some new settlements, a bunker and a large industrial area, a seaport with some huge cranes which are very convenient and attractive places for camping, the massive factory area, and a new military location. Besides that, some existing villages will also be significantly expanded, and they'll also get some new houses and some new other objects. I must admit, some of these new assets look really nice, and in particular the factory looks like an incredible location to either base build at or even just fight and loot within. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. It seems to me like it's dragging on a little bit longer than I'd like, because I do like to keep my videos as short as possible. But before I completely finish off the map expansion section, they have teased that vehicles will be coming in a future update. Before the map expansion, I didn't really think this was necessary, but depending on how big the expansion is going to be, it'll be nice to see vehicles, and there's a very small clip on your screen to just show what they're looking like in the current state. But they do add a small line to say that this is a very difficult feature to add, hence why there's no release date on that feature. And like I said, I've not really been playing this game much, and I last created a video on it just around 8 months ago, and although I may not be following it as closely as I would have liked, I do feel like this is going to be the biggest and most exciting update so far. I personally can't wait to jump in and give it a go. But that's pretty much it for this video, and like I said, although I haven't really been following it as much as I'd like, I feel like this update is definitely going to be the one that's going to pull me back in, and I'll definitely give it a go and hopefully create some content on it. But guys, let me know if you've been playing this, you're still playing it, or you've been like me and just not really picked it up since launch. But this update is tempting you to jump back in. But like I said, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. And if you did, let me know by leaving a comment or by clicking that like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all things survival gaming, make sure you do subscribe to the channel and have that bell notification active so you never miss the next survival gaming video. But that's going to be it from me. Thank you and take care.